And yeah, Tinker likes playing that hero, obviously, but he hasn't had the greatest success. So I'm not sure about that ban.
I wonder if maybe it's like they want to go like an Ophelia here or something, and so they just preemptively ban the Parasite. Because I kind of agree with you though. It does seem like a little odd that they would just choose to ban that here, kind of go away from what they've been doing when hell he's 0-2 in the series. So
Yeah, especially giving Reason the Puppet Master, and even in the second pick is really risky. Like they play that hero a lot, and it is really strong.
yeah,
So again, the Magma's there. So okay, this time it could be on me still, since Swiftbait is probably going to be Zane's now, and Puppet is going to be Imba Boys. Can yeah, like 99% sure, be sure on that.
yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet right there. So again, now Solaire Club, sure they can still win the series, which is great, but a little less money for them to be made now because of the victory there from Racing Head. So no bonus going to be coming out, but Kinesis will be their final pick. Interesting pickup here.
Okay.
There's no
Yeah,
Boxy over there, so.
no, but they're probably going to go to the suicide lane. I mean, he is a strong hero, but this is a puppet master who, if he gets you once, like you're not going to have a fun time afterwards.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't. Not versus a puppet master. I don't think. But then again, which offlane hero is decent against a puppet master? There's just like none. The lockdown is just so insane on that hero, and yeah, the best choice would probably be to just avoid him and pull the lanes or some. But not sure if they play that, so they go with the Kinesis here.
Yeah, that they do, and we'll see who it ends up with. And again, the bans from the Legion side were Behemoth and Ravener here by Recent Gaming, so they at least get the Midas. But yeah, Behemoth was the really strong hero in those first two games that Solarca was able to run. That all these last game and now this one they take out. So the reason they do ban out Ophelia right there. So yeah, kind of the same line. They're banning out several junglers: Cthulhu Fawn, Ophelia. I wonder if they're actually going to finish it off with the Tempest and force them to kind of play something different. But
I think if they get the Tempest again, Reason would be okay with it. Like they have the Andromeda solo supporting then, which isn't the greatest. They have the Kinesis Suicide, which isn't the greatest, or which can be locked down. And then they could probably just do the same as last game. This time with a Puppet Master instead of the Valkyrie, but still with the Shroud, just getting into the enemy's face and just trying to kill them all over the places.
yeah. Well, there's the Dark Lady ban, so yeah, not gonna be too worried about the Tempest here. Clearly, Solaire Club. I also look back at the Andromeda as well, and that's clearly been a support for them that they've liked throughout this series here. Kind of just the comfort thing, I guess, really, for them. Torture final ban from Solaire Club. But now back to Reason. They need a support still, most likely. Again, they are known to run the support Magnus, so maybe they don't necessarily need one, but
Yeah, I could see them running a SolC, like the not for the Midas, but maybe diving the Kinesis over and over. Oh, okay, yeah, nice. I like that a lot. So, like, obviously the hero is just so good.
yeah.
But I'm not quite sure if they run it or if it's gonna be dual middle with the Magnus. Versus a Midas. The Midas is actually really strong 2-on-1. Especially if you don't have the best support at zoning, and Mora isn't the best. Like a Rhapsody would be better, or a Glacius or some. And yeah, the Midas could stand his ground. Like he has so much health, has good attack damage, and yeah, I think they're gonna go to supports probably with the Magnus and Moira.
Yeah. Rally coming out for Solaire Club, so a little bit different
Okay,
there.
maybe it's gonna be Kinesis support,
Yeah.
but then yeah, I'm not sure. Like the rally, they could do rally Andromeda Kinesis offlane, but that doesn't seem right. The rally itself offlane isn't the greatest. The Kinesis offlane isn't the greatest.
I think they're going to do like they're going to finish with a carry here, some strong short lane carry. So do like an Andro carry top, Kinesis rally mid, and Midas suicide even. They wouldn't do that though, because Just Man's so good with Midas. Yeah, they probably wouldn't. Riftwalker. Wait, what?
Okay.
Again, I
Okay.
don't see Root of Z over here. What's going on? How many times have we seen Riftwalker not played by Root of Z? Yeah, there's 24 games, but how many of those are not by him? Because he has to have the majority of those played. Easily.
I mean, he's a really, really good hero if you get the levels on him.
Jeez.
Most of all.
20 of those
Um,
24 games were in Root of Z's hands.
oh, and probably 4 games. How many wins here? Ocelot is a nice carry here though. So elusive versus the Swift Blade and the Magnus Moira, but then again the Puppet Master, if she doesn't get the null off, she gets shut down a bit, null stun doesn't come out in time or some. The Puppet Master really can punish her. And even then, if with a null stone, you Q her, W her, ulti her, and she dies if you get her by herself.
Yeah.
But it's probably the best option. Like the Puppet Master can pretty much pick off any carry, so that's a good option here.
There we go. Lineup's finished now, and again, that's a couple of very interesting things about this one here. The Riftwalker, I'm still kind of stuck up on the Legion side, but going to be playing my own me actually. So it is going to be a farming Riftwalker on top of it all, and that's that could be really interesting. You talk about Quincy pointing out there actually a tablet possibility instead of a portal key, but also I wonder if like a Staff of the Master is something that we're going to maybe see.
I'm not sure. He's second supporting probably, since it's Noob McNoob playing him.
On what? Oh, on Rally. No, I was talking about Riftwalker. Sorry.
Oh,
But,
okay. Yeah.
Rally is what you're talking. Okay, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, that could happen. Like, it's obviously displacement is a huge deal in every mobile game. So
Yeah.
if you can get the enemy out of position with that, you can just make the team fight for yourself. Maybe you can even make some tricky combos with the Arcane Vortex, timing it correctly for the wormhole and stuff.
That's true.
That's
To
neat.
it. Oh, that could be interesting.
Or even setting up with the Arcane Vortex and just ulting on top of it with the
Yeah.
right timing.
That too. Yeah. No. That's actually big. That's a good point. And that's Gladiator combo. We saw that one game with the more Gladiator where that was a possibility. But yeah, the idea of setting up the big wombo combo is there. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Seeing again playing as more of a farming Riftwalker here. I mean, I guess Rita Z kind of does play it like that, to be fair too, with the way that their play style works. So
I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna focus a lot then on stacking the forest. Like the Riftwalker cleans them was so fast, and maybe then just giving the middle lane to one of the supports, probably Magnus or some. Yeah, could work, could be good.
2-1-2 setup coming out apparently from Reason Gaming, going the TMM style. At this point, more at the top. So
Yeah, the Mora has to be really careful. The Swift obviously can escape with the Q, but then again, if the lane is at the enemy's tower, he's probably gonna die either way. If they block him a bunch, or just run with him. And yeah, like the kind if they wanna go something offensive with get aggressive with the Mora and the Swiftblade on top, I think the Magnus should be there too. Like the puppet can handle the Kinesis.
look at Rally, just like, what's up?
Oh yeah, he wants a pull, I think.
Yep.
That's
I want to try at least. You see a stun immediately, and he's going to get spun on right on top. And now he's going to go on to Moira, gets his compel off, but Rowley's the one that needs to be really careful here. Maybe not. Moira's in trouble. Moira goes down. Swiftblade should be fine, but the bait from Noob McNoob is real. Let him all the way in there, and Nier ends up going down. Bloodless kill for Stanmarch, playing Andromeda, actually.
could have maybe gotten a counter kill if Nier placed the Q on Swiftblade in the end. But well, that's an if. Yeah, like a tri-lane versus dual lane is obviously always going to work for the tri-lane, but then again, it's not your typical tri-lane with him pulling there. So I'd like them to contest that actually, like the Swiftblade, or maybe the Moira running over there. Oh, bottom lane, nice.
Yep.
Oh.
And my boy gets a kill onto Kinesis here at the bottom lane, him and Magnus. You mentioned the lockdown that Puppet Master has alone. You throw a Magnus on top of that. I mean, good luck getting away, right? So.
Yeah, that's just so difficult on Kinesis. You want to get the lane control early on, so you pull up the creeps. Then the then you don't get the experience from the first waves, so you have to wait for the lane control, and then the enemy has the level on you, and you don't have your Q or something or anything to survive, and then you just die from a stun or lockdown.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunate. Maybe just having to play a bit more passive, but then again, it's a puppet. The puppet is just so strong.
See rune control here at the top. Rune regen rune. Riftwalker will go pick that up. Doesn't have a bottle just yet, so just gonna straight up pick it up. He's a little low in mana though, so it kind of works out there. And back towards the middle, and bottle's gonna be coming out shortly.
Interesting. He's actually out farming him at the moment. But okay, Riftwalker actually has high damage by herself.
Yeah, up to 63.
Didn't know that. Like Midas has a lot by SCS, but
she did actually. Riftwalker going to be got on here as here comes the roaming supports. Rally and Andromeda, fantastic roaming support heroes, and that's why right there they got good reach, they got great lockdown, and eventually get the kill. So well played.
Yeah, also nice combo just to get Midas in there to use the compel on him, so you don't have to get in yourself, or you don't have to, to just make the enemy know. So nice play there.
Yeah. It's got great distance, like I said. It almost like a similar distance to what a Behemoth Andromeda would, except you don't have to worry about the wall off almost screwing you sometimes. So the Compel is a very powerful tool for cases like that. And at the top lane now, they're coming back up here, but look at the Ephemeral Forge. It scouts them out. In fact, they want to go for a kill now themselves.
Ooh.
On Andromeda, maybe Compel away. Yes, Compel's away. Gonna be fine. Didn't get a stun off, though. I guess, yeah, I couldn't. It's just an illusion, so we haven't done much, but we'll survive. That's the important thing. So this support rally actually is working out pretty damn well so far. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, transmute on the Riftwalker. No, just pushing him away right there. But I was going to say, though, Riftwalker did actually go the double Mark of the Novice compared to the Pretender's Crown, excuse me. So I wonder if maybe that enhanced the attack damage a little bit more there for
definitely.
Riftwalker, of course, but
but the reason is actually accomplishing quite a lot on the top lane. Like the Swordblade has 12 last hits. He doesn't have a headshot, so he's getting good farm for an off lane Swordblade. And Puppet Master free farming the Silhouette not quite on that level, and the mid lane going even. So yeah, going good so far, or even at least.
Rally doesn't have a compel. He may. Ooh, this is close. Ephemeral Forge. Rally's gonna be fine, but yeah, he didn't have enough mana for compel. I thought he was gonna be a little bit of trouble, but he ultimately just gonna.
Oh, bottom lane missed the stun on the Kinesis.
Yeah, just out of range, and he survived. That goes back to that leveling up that Lava Surge, man. Getting the range on it. Having that go
he should probably look to pull that lane. Like he really wants the levels, and there's no reason not to.
Looking at farm so far, Boy on Puppet Master, as he tends to do, nearly 400 gold per minute, so he is looking fantastic. Does have that kill as well that he's working off of.
No, they're gonna.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. They were trying to wrap around bottom, but Kinesis is going back to base.
Okay. Yeah, it's good for him because not much he's gonna be able to do there. So we'll see what he buys when he gets back. You see Rally in the middle lane. He's sitting here with a Veiled Rot, trying to hope that Riftwalker maybe pushes up, but Onmi's gonna block the creep wave a little bit and instead falls back, so good job by him. But this could still be something. You can tell Riftwalker knows something's up. Look at how deep Midas is going. Jeez.
Nice
actually,
or sidestep though.
Is he gonna die?
Ooh. He might have died there if it wasn't for the compel. So
yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
Well, I think Midas was very impatient too. I mean, it was a Veiled Rot rally. Like they could have really been a little more patient there, at least, because he dove way too far. But at least he stays alive. That's the important thing. Meanwhile, back to the bottom lane. They are going to dive this time as Kinesis comes back, and Voodoo Puppet's out. Going to guarantee the easy kill. Magnus takes some good tower damage, but unless this tower... Oh, God, that would be awkward. Is if the tower turned him. But no, he's
nice patience there, though, from Tankerfett. He stood there trying to flank him for like 1 minute or so, but pays off, getting the kill.
Yeah. Andrew finds Illusion Moira. Kill it off quickly, but again, though, Puppet Master 440 gold per minute now, going for the very early assassin shot here. That's going to be coming out quickly compared to a Silhouette. Silhouette's 360, not doing too bad herself, but Puppet's definitely got another level on her right now. As far as
but expect once he gets the shroud to immediately rotate top and try to kill her before.
Oh, the transmute connects, and that's going to be a dead Puppet Master. He got the show off, but obviously it did not matter. Again, Kinesis is one of those heroes. Minimal levels, he can still do plenty of damage. And hell, you throw a Midas in there, that could be a kill. So, I'm sorry, my boy, we happen to be praising you, and sure enough,
Yeah. It's actually a nice setup there from with the stasis smash on the with the Kinesis.
That was
the Midas.
Well played by Rowley, by the way. He cancels the Riftwalker ultimate, and now he's going to be able to escape right there. Riftwalker was going to finish him off right there, expecting him to try to run away, but Noob McNoob picked up on it, and he actually stunned back in and then ultimately runs away, so very well played on his part.
Yeah, really nice heads up there, noticing it and playing around it. Okay, this time Magmas actually didn't go any level into C-Math. Oh man, Tanker.
Uh-oh. Bottom line,
I'm really curious why.
Is in trouble again. Yes. Didn't he? I guess he didn't have stasis smash there. He didn't have mana for it. Must have been the case. So he could have definitely used it. But top lane, the stun is not in time. That's the common stun's not the. If they have a disjoint ability, it's not the easiest to land sometimes because usually pretty obvious compared to a lot of other stuns.
You see it flying, so literally, so
yeah.
You just press your button. Okay, Kinesis is actually going to 2 levels, or not 1 level into inherent defense. I think I like at least once 1 point in it a lot for the movement speed and some defensive shields.
They just all collapse on a Swiftblade right here. Moira doing what she can, and she does a lot, actually. Swift Slashes comes out. Silhouette takes the tree grapple away. We'll be fine. He's trying to finish off Andromeda. We'll get the kill right there, at least, but now Rally has another Compel. It should be an easy kill for him. Doesn't even going to use it. Just will use a W and instead guarantee it. Not going to risk on missing, as here comes a transmute from Midas. And they end up finishing off Moira as well. So they lose Andromeda, but again, when is that ever really a bad thing? Especially since Silhouette survives. Bottom lane, look at the setting up down here in the meantime. Kinesis is in kind of a funky spot himself.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they have TP support on him. But oh man,
I don't know what he was planning here. What was the end goal here for Kinesis? He was charging in against Puppet Master.
I mean, he has level 6. He does have a lot of burst.
That's true. Oh, nice catch with the wormhole by Riftwalker. In the meantime, caught Andromeda roaming in, and that's the ward of sight right here being very useful. And they get the tower kill. So great sequence of events there for Reason Gaming.
Yeah, definitely. Tier 1 is just the influx of gold and just having killing the Kinesis so much. He's 117 GPM. He's not doing the greatest, so he probably wants to rotate and just help the other lanes or do as much or anything what he can.
Silhouette got a Ghost Monsters, has a life too, of course, the Standard, eventually the Nullstone. Again, not expecting anything too radical there with her build.
Oh, nice! I catch the lane ward on the top lane for Legion. So that's always nice if you get that, because the lane ward is probably always the first to come out from the enemy team, and then if you catch it, nice.
That was not the best coordination right there between Kinesis and Rally, but it still is not going to really matter in the end. They'll get her killed. So yeah, the stasis smash was awkward timing with the Compel, but didn't stagger at the best, but in the end they get the kill. Top lane, Magnus was trying to search for maybe that Silhouette, but she does a ring around the rosy and gets time for the teammates to come in to be fine. This roaming Rally, man, he's definitely proven to be very useful for this team.
He's level 7 already. It's quite surprising. He's getting a lot done. He is involved in 5 kills out of the 6 of his team. It's really impressive, actually.
Wow, look at that right there. Cannondorf has played Silhouette once before on record that we have, and 18-0-7 and 760 gold per minute is what he farms. So he's definitely familiar with this hero, you would think. And going to try for a potential here to do well once again, as nice to 9 the middle lane, just dwindling away at it. The
biggest thing is going to be ready for the puppets ganks on her before she gets her null now, and he has a shroud, so if they can manage to counteract that and maybe even let the Silhouette live, that could be very good for them.
Bottom lane, big fight brewing right here. Stunning onto Rally. Kinesis, though, putting in some good return damage. Voodoo Puppet on Rally as well, but now here comes Just Man. However, more just the illusion left behind. So they get the 1 kill. They get out of there. And now Midas will just pick up some farm, but actually, Reason Gaming's not done just yet, apparently. You want to try for some more here, possibly. Get this war to sight, giving them some good information. I know it's just the 2, and I don't know if they're going to find their chance, though, unless Andromeda.
Yeah, I mean, the only chance they have to get close is the Puppet Shroud. And then again, the W only works if there are creeps or heroes nearby, so it's more unlikely near that tower.
Yeah. Got Assassin Shroud's been finished a bit here for Immaboy, of course, and now he's working on the Whispering Helm. So again, pretty much the standard stuff there.
Yeah, and I'd like him to just completely get off the map, like not farm bottom lane at all, maybe even just farm the jungle, or like he does now, just TP top and roam with the Shroud. Like that's some ways off for the Silhouette Snowstone, so he can really get some kills.
What an escape initially. Swiftblade, he gets the Swift Slashes off. The Wormhole's going to miss though. Swiftblade took a lot of damage there. Compel in the back on Seismic Sim. No, Puppet Show comes out, but now here comes Midas. Riftwalker stays alive though. Gets some great support, and they do pick off a rally in the meantime. So a 2-for-0 exchange is how it looks like it's going to end there. In the end, they dove pretty deep, and initially it was a good getaway from Cannondorf, but they could not turn and capitalize.
Yeah, just nice play utilizing or getting the timing with the Shroud there, getting all 5 players up there and just roaming the jungle, having dewarded the lane ward early on. The enemy team just didn't know, and unfortunate that they didn't quite get the Silhouette, which would have been the biggest prize, but 2 kills nonetheless is really good for them.
Yeah. Roaming through here in the jungle again, Silhouette.
Will they see her?
Yeah, they want to kill her so bad, but nice counter ward coming out right there in the meantime, and that'll prevent any chance that they thought they may have had right there. So, yeah, we've seen a couple of wormholes here from Riftwalker. She got the one on Andromeda that was well played and got the kill, but a couple of these other ones has been attempting and just shy. So, you know the potential's there, though, to land a big one and do some good damage. Silhouette finishing up that Null Stone. Still needs a Blessed Orb and then eventually the Pattern, of course, but getting very close now. About 400 gold per minute for her. When it comes to that farm, Assassin tried to use by Puppet Master right here. He's going to run right through a Rev Ward, though. You see Raleig's going to try to get away before.
They're not too close, but maybe up this hill they have Rev Wards there as well.
Oh, Andromeda running in way too deep there by herself. Raleigh in the flank. He's going to get caught, too. He's able to compel through the side. No, and nice. Stopped by the Mana Sunder right there. From Moira. Now Rally's in a lot of trouble. Wormhole coming out as well. Big wormhole from Matt H right there. And the eruption on top of that Silhouette. She is able to get out initially with the illusion, I believe, but her teammates are just dropping like flies. And it's a 4-for-0 exchange in favor of Reason Gaming right there. It started all with Andromeda kind of charging in recklessly, honestly. I mean, they even had a ward of sight. They knew more were coming.
It's just over-eager. It's just, yeah. I mean, she knows that the puppet is going there. Maybe she doesn't, or she figures he isn't gonna want to kill the Andromeda since only Andromeda. But yeah, the whole team behind, and then the huge Mana Sunder on the Seismic Slam and the wormhole is so beautiful.
So we got another pretty comfortable lead here in favor of Reason Gaming. I feel like I've said that every game now, and so far it's worked out at least once in the previous game, but. The first 2, of course, came up short in the end. So, but in this game, though, I am a little bit worried for Reason Gaming in the sense that a Silhouette is still farming pretty well, and we know what a Silhouette can do when she actually is able to start excelling. And again, apparently Cannondorf has some pretty good history with her as well. And that Nullstone is not finished just yet, but there we go.
Yeah, but then again, it's against the Swift and the Puppet, and her surrounding team doesn't scream late game as much as the games before, and they don't even farm nearly as well as before, so it's going to be hard for her, but it's definitely possible. Silhouette can do a lot in the late game. By the way, the Nia has a nice ward in the enemy forest, really deep, but Andromeda actually catch on to something there, but dewarding the hill. If she would have been a bit more patient, not so greedy, she could have placed it down on the ground and just have the flying courier on the hill and probably catch that ward as well.
Yeah. Ward right here, but yeah, not able to catch it. So Stan March doing his best to try, but in the end, falling up just short right there. You do see the cleaning up some triple stack ancients as a team. Kinesis and Midas kind of sharing the love.
Even using Kinesis ulti right there, but definitely worth it. They really need to get as much as they can.
Yeah, again, they're struggling. I mean, we put a
Yeah.
lot of focus on the silhouette, but exactly. Even Midas is only 270 go per minute, so not a friendly game for the supporting cast here. Who's up here? That's an illusion. Catching a silhouette who ports out, by the way, to her illusion. And will be fine. But portal key on silhouette, I mean, no questions here, you think?
No, no, definitely. Portal key is the choice. Yeah, you can just do so much with the pick of like nearly anyone, and just be such a nuisance running around in the enemy forest, having a illusion out and everything. Yeah, definitely. By the way, there's a PK on me, on the Rift Walker.
Yeah.
Just picked that up, and the PK on Magnus.
Jeez, yeah, that's big. That's a good timing right here for Recent Gaming to definitely capitalize and get even a further lead. We'll see if they're able to do so. Bottom lane, Assassin Shroud, Puppet Master. Voodoo Puppet's ready to go.
Oh, he's so dead.
He sure enough is dead. He's going to help him kill himself. And the boy gets the kill.
Oh, man. The burst always looks so funny. Like, you don't see the damage, and then all of a sudden the crit comes out onto the puppet, and he just melts.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the 8-bit Puppet Master yet, but the one that's coming out here is actually the Avatar Spotlight was released today, and it was in there, so it's going to be coming out here in the near future. It's a pretty badass skin. Actually, looking forward to that one. Puppet Master players playing it. But anyways.
Yeah, it was fun.
Kinesis, Vilderant, no, not going to get them there in time.
Well, they're going to get the tier 2 bottom for free, or? I mean, I think the Hellborn are too scared, and if they were to defend, they would be surprised by the Magnus PK, I feel. So, probably the right call to just let it fall. But then again, really?
Is he? Yeah, he wants to go in. Eruption, though, being channeled out to the side. Catches the supporting cast. The wormhole on top. Boom! Goes the dynamite, and they walked right into the trap that Recent Gaming had planned all along, and the tower goes down. Oh, boy. Now it's trouble. And, in fact, Swift slashes to take out Andromeda on top of it all at the top lane. So, again, Silhouette's like, guys, I'm doing good with farm. Oh, everyone's dead.
Yeah, wait, where's my team?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so big. The surprise factor with the Magnus PK, and like, oh man, that doesn't look good at all.
No.
For Hellborn.
It does not. So 19 minutes into this game right now, it's now a 13,000 goal lead and a 14,000 experience lead here in favor of Recent Gaming. So it just goes back to Silhouette, yes, is having a great time, even has her portal key now with that null stone, but really, what is she going to be able to do by herself? Again, the supporting cast, they are struggling. Now, they're going to go for a pick in the middle, and this could be a big start right here. Can they catch them in time? They don't have dust. Okay, they do have dust coming up, but it was just way too late. And, yeah, not able to get there. In fact, Puppet Master now gets caught. That's an illusion Silhouette, of course. There's no way she's porting back in, and they will kill Kinesis there. So what was an attempt at a kill on a Puppet Master ends up being a counter kill onto Kinesis instead. And double damage rune over here in the meantime.
Yeah, they just don't really have the initiation they really need. Like the stun on or the PK on Silhouette is good and all, but it's harder to land than expected. And yeah, they really just need something on the rally or the Kinesis maybe a tablet or the Midas, I mean. But yeah, the Legion is just gonna do the same as last game, or even more so now. Having the Bound Eye now, dewarding and just getting pick-offs all over the place.
Yeah, Med H right there. He actually used his wormhole and canceled it immediately again. It's not the longest cooldown though. It's only 80 seconds at this level. It goes down to 70 seconds. Level 3 actually, so not again, not the biggest deal. We'll have it up by the time another opportunity arises, I'm sure.
Yeah, Magnus has gotten level 11 now. It's also a really big deal for them. Just that much more damage. And yeah, the Kinesis is only level 8. He's actually the lowest farmer in the game. He's died 8 times. Oh man.
Yeah.
That sucks. That really sucks.
Huh.
Yeah, like you just can't do anything now. Like you run in trying to use your ultimate, or your trees, you lift it up, and then you just die from a crit from Puppet.
Yeah. See middle lane.
It's really
Go ahead.
I think they just need to kind of play them as a team. It's going to be really hard though, like trying to get the towers on or split push with the silhouette illusion and the PK, and maybe the others can get some ancient stacks and something, try to farm them, but they don't really have the comeback mechanisms as a Tempest or so before.
You can tell they're trying to set up for something here in the middle lane, but just not getting the angles here. So Solar Club doing a pretty good job of preventing an easy jump from happening, but so are going to stay alive. And in the meantime, though, Tower Deny at the top lane from Swiftblade, and now actually that's just a more illusion. That's what she does. Charging in, going to scout it out.
Yeah, I mean, they want to try to set something up, and then the More Illusion just shows up, and hello, oh, you guys are here, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys indeed are here, so it's just... Yeah, really, really hard to deal. Well, you can't even deal with it. Like if you get scouted out, then you are scouted out. So
double damage on Puppet Master here.
But they have the blink on or the PK on Midas now, so they have some means to initiate with the follow up of the silhouette. But Andromeda out of position. No.
Yeah, he's way too far up, especially for a hero you would expect to be in the back to swap and save. So.
I mean, maybe he tried to deny the tower, but then again, 450 attack range on Andromeda and her attack damage. Like,
yeah, it's not the best candidate to do that, honestly. So, gets picked off, and Conqueror, that's going to be an easy free kill here. I mean, there's no way Solar.
Yeah, Abyssal Skull and Swiftblade, and so much sustain. Yeah, Whispering Helm on the puppet as well, so shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah.
They could want to, or they should try to deal with the area though. Like they have the eye on off cooldown. They don't want to take any chances. Maybe they see the ward now. Nice.
Well, Midas is interested. They'd have a pause coming out here once again, but Midas is nearby, and clearly the Hellborn team isn't necessarily going to give this up here at this point. You do see Silhouette's at the bottom lane. Kind of. She has an illusion coming over, though, so I mean, she is kind of in position herself to also come in if need be.
Yeah, but the rally is top, and he's actually getting closer to PK, and without that vision there, I think they might have just would have just tried to steal the token and just warp out again or something. But yeah, I don't see them contesting this. Not without rally PK.
Well, and if that's the case, you'd figure maybe not even be in the vicinity. And they kind of are. Kinesis got jumped. Nice dish under the common stun too. Coming out on top of that, you see Midas actually transmute onto Conqueror, just checking it out. But in the background, Andromeda gets picked off, so 2 teammates dead. And, oh, no, that was just an illusion right there. But, so, they lose a couple of heroes. Again, Conqueror's still not dead yet, though, so maybe almost kind of worth it. You see Midas scouting it out once again, but no, he is going to fall back ultimately. Oh, the wormhole? It is going to connect. Does he have enough follow-up damage? Midas is low on mana. That slow's ridiculous. What a play by Onmi right there. Gets a solo kill on a Midas, and they slay Conqueror, and a token on Puppet Master. So, I mean, sure, split pushing is going on, but losing 3 teammates in the meantime.
Yeah, no. Oh, the Andromeda even just, oh my god.
Yeah, make it a 4th.
Well, that's so rough. I don't really see what they can do. Like, they have that Kinesis who just dies. They don't have the PK on the rally now. Yeah, just getting picked off too much, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why, again, so sitting in there, thinking that they have an okay chance, you know, Silhouette is farming still pretty well, but it's just nothing else is going for them. Rally even jumps in, he gets countered on immediately. We're already going to see a rack kill most likely at 25 minutes into the game in favor of Freezing Gaming. If vulnerability comes out, you see Silhouette, I mean, she's here, but it's not the most threatening. She jumps in, Arcane Vortex immediately happens, though. And now they're going to look to turn, Shrunken Head, Pop and Puppet Master. As soon as they come out, they just all get demolished, including Silhouette, who will drop. And I think Game 5 is just around the corner here between Reason Gaming and Solar Club. You do see Silhouette with the buyback is actually going to try to help clean up a little bit. We'll get a couple of kills here. But even Puppet Master is still well alive. And, oh, no, he's going to be taking a stun again. He has a token, though, so worst case, he goes down.
Refocus wormhole, maybe it goes in.
Oh no, oh no. Boom goes the dynamite once again with the wormhole. Puppet Master, Assassin Shot opens up, and no, actually going to be killed right there. So Riftwalker wasn't able to do enough. A hat trick comes out, makes it a quad kill for Silhouette. Okay, I mean,
Okay. Well, that
an
was
annihilation.
something. Yeah, it was really quite something though. Yeah, they have the PK now on the rally. The Silhouette 1700 gold, getting more and more. But
Oh, that was minus.
yeah,
Excuse me. Yeah. Okay.
I just feel like that would be oh, that's just a one-time mistake from Reason and just gonna go the next high ground. Or actually, oh, never mind. I missaw. But yeah, I think they're just gonna wait the next talk and just try to pick them off again and not let them get anything from the team fight, or try to not letting them recover.
Yeah, just watching that Quaco finish. Yeah, so that was a Quaco on Midas, not Silhouette right there. But yeah, he's actually, though, again, now Midas out of buybacks. Several more buybacks used, including Silhouette. You see Swiftblade doing some initiation, but ultimately just going to be the illusion, and will be able to deny the tower as well. So yet another denied tower happening in favor of the Legion team. And now they're going to jump Justman in the background, and they get him taken out. So again, he's not buying back. Yeah, it's about 40 seconds.
Yeah, they saw him by the ward there. That's a nice jump there, but yeah, I'm not sure what Midas was doing there then when Silhouette just swapped out.
The spell shards picked up on Riftwalker. Go
Oh, wow.
initiation. Yeah,
Interesting.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah, I mean she does a lot of damage, obviously,
Yeah.
with the wormhole and everything. But I mean she just seems to be the hero, the more controlling hero. So I just think maybe a Sheepsake would have been more natural, but I can get behind the Rift Charms. It's a good item. Like, it's not that expensive and everything, so it's a good item overall, definitely.
Absolutely. Puppet Master forced to use the Shrunken Head right there. 2 auto attacks later, kills Andromeda, and then he takes out the melee rack. So quick kills happening. Nice catch on the Puppet as soon as the Shrunken Head wore off. The follow-up, though, is not enough. The wormhole comes in from Riftwalker, and just like that, 4 players dead now on the side of Solera Club. You see Silhouette, she went a shield breaker even to try to get any kind of damage output, and she may go back in and find a kill here. Oh, needs to be careful about the Shards of Harkon. Yeah, he's going to take a stun. Ring around the rosy, Silhouette is dead. I think Game 5 is happening. There's the vote to concede. GG, well played. Here we go. We talked about it too. You know, if you're Solera Club, you do not want to lose this game, especially for the sake of now Reason Gaming's won 2 in a row.
Yeah, especially for that momentum. Like, yeah, the first 2 games never happened for them, and they're just gonna go 3-0 here in their minds. So it's definitely scary for Solera Club here. Definitely.
Yeah. Not the best news for them, but they're gonna have to deal with it because I guess the good thing is that hey, they still have a chance to win the series, of course, with a victory in the next game, but ultimately they're not in the best spot now. And Reason Gaming, you know they're feeling it. You know that they think the first 2 games they had several mistakes in those that they know they could have done better and ultimately maybe even won those games. So they're going to go into Game 5 with a lot of readiness here, I'm sure. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to the Tempest Behemoth on the Solera Club's team dragging the games out towards the late game. In the late game, then everything can happen, and they just made some mistakes in the first 2 games on Reason, so they lost. And yeah, this time they're just gonna, or the last 2 games they just took it towards the mid game, ganking them all over the place, and just playing better.
What a week it's been. The DreamHack qualifiers this previous weekend is non-stop action, a lot of entertainment, an unexpected result, honestly, in the end. And now here we have a Deadeye Bounty League happening where back-to-back best-of-5 series going the distance on Tuesdays and Thursdays here. So, ladies and gentlemen, game number 5, our final.